So after the water break, this is the contact portion of class. I'm explaining to the kids the rules of situational sparring now, grappling, where one person will be in the closed guard and the other person will be on their backs with ankles crossed, putting them in guard. And the goal is to either get them with a guillotine, sweep them, or if the person's in their guard, they need to not get tapped out, not get swept. And if they can pass, then all the more better. We didn't really go over the pass. Some have done it before, but I give them a quick precursor, and as long as they don't get tapped, that's all that matters today.
Yeah, if you're on your back, you can only do a guillotine choke. You have to get out and not get tapped out.
So can I say that?
Yeah, you're supposed to. Ankles crossed, hands on his hips. Remember, guillotine doesn't work hip on. Don't let her out. Go. You can trip her. Keep going. So break. Don't let him up. Remember the rotisserie chicken? Yeah. Not bad. That's the time. Now if they stand up, don't let them stand up. Smush them with a rotisserie chicken and get the side control. Go. Grab his head. Trip him now. Get ready to trip him. Pass it. Get your foot back. Get ready to trip him, and then you can get on top, Ellie. Break the grip. There you go. All the way up top, Matthew. Keep your knee there, Ellie. Don't let him pass. Don't let her out, Matthew. Break. Another tie. Good job, guys. Bow. Knuckles.
So as you can see, I keep it very controlled. I make sure they don't go too hard. Make sure they stay focused. And that's why I only do a few at a time. I don't really let my kids do free rolling yet. I coach them both at the same time. I try not to make things too complicated. Just focusing on bullet points.
More on your toes. Jacob. And go. Choke him out. Grab his head. Good. Now try and stand up. Try and stand up.
Stand up. Get on your toes and then jump up. There you go. There you go. Jump up.
Now go to the side. Don't let him out. Grab his
There
head.
you go. Push his knees down.
Step
Push
one
his
foot
knees
back,
down.
Jess. Don't let him on the side, Noah. Go grab shirt. Keep going. Get on side
Don't
control.
stop. Don't stop.
One
Side
side, yes.
control.
Go. Break. Now we switch. So nice. Get under there. Grab him look tight, Des.
Yeah, you gotta stop. Listen to focus. Listen to him.
Watch your head, Noah. Back straight already. Set. Go. Grab his head, Desmond. Go. Oh, don't lean back too much, Noah. He's gonna roll on top of you. Don't lean back too much. Smush him back down. Grab his head. There you go. There you go. Roll him. Go, Des. Smush him back down, Noah. Stand up now. Get outside of his legs. Keep going. Wrap your legs, Desmond. Oh, go to his back. Keep going to his back. Good break. You got on your back. What did you do? Good job, guys. Now, touch knuckles.
Good job, Noah. Good job, Desmond.
I don't know. It's a week, bro. Touch knuckles. Hey, bro.
So I like to match the students up based on classmates at their own skill level. This is a mixed level class. There's some advanced kids in here. There's some novice kids. It's good for everyone to work together so that the more skilled or bigger kids don't just bully, and the little kids know how to deal with bigger kids and vice versa. But that's why me and my assistant instructors are always on top of things to make sure they don't get out of hand. So here's Matthew and April, and Matthew's more skilled and bigger, but April does a great job, and I always want to encourage the kids afterwards, win or lose.
Billy.
You gotta stand up. You're leaning too far forward. Back straight. depend on April. Either hip pump him or grab his neck. And kick him away. Grab his head. Now remember, sit away past his head. Good. Hands on the muscles. Watch your feet, April. He's gonna jump out. Keep your feet crossed. Trip him. Grab his ankles and trip him. Kick. Open your guard and kick. Open your guard and kick him. Pull his legs. Get on top. All the way. Nice, Cam. Keep going. Good. Keep going. Nice job. Watch your knees, Cameron. You're gonna fall. Charge him up again now. If he hits slow. Stand up, Cameron. Grab his head. Grab his head again. Watch your feet again, Cameron. Watch your feet again, Cameron. Get on top, April. Get on top, get on top, get on your knees. Get on top, 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 get on top. Cameron, hold it, Cameron, hold it, Cameron, hold it. Get his neck right there, stand his back. Good break! Good job, boy, you got it.
A lot of times the kids will do things that come naturally to them. I didn't necessarily teach them tripod sweeps, but if they're in a position where another move comes up, I'll quickly, simply try and coach them through it. Like when Cameron stood up, I was telling April, grab his feet, push his hips, and then try and get on top. This wasn't part of the curriculum, but when it happens during a sparring round like right now, then I'm going to let it continue. Another thing you'll notice, again, this is another hard part of class for the kids, where if they're not actively rolling or doing something physical, if they just have to sit there, that's the biggest challenge for them. Of course, I would like the dojo to be dead silent. I would like them to be attentive. But I think it helps with their attention in the long run, where they'll be able to tune out other distractions. You know, it's always not going to be an ideal, quiet atmosphere, whether they're in class or if they're at a competition or even hopefully never, but in a real fight. So if they're kind of exposed to different things in the environment, the kids playing on the side, their parents talking kind of loud, different things. And while sometimes it's challenging and it might get a little too rowdy, in which case I'll pull them back in. For the most part, as long as they're performing well during class, if they're chatting a little too much on the wall, but then I call them in the next round and they do great, I'm happy with that. That's the end all goal, for them to be able to perform the moves. And honestly, that's probably the main reason why most of the kids attend. They like their classmates. I would like to say we have world-class competition style students, but we don't. We're regular day people. Our kids have other activities. They come 1-2 days a week for this level, so we're doing the best we can, and I could be prouder of them.
Either does. Break. Let her grab your neck, okay? Smush it back down, Desmond. Smush it back down. Knees wide, Desmond. Ankles crossed. Ankles crossed, ankles. Hands, there you go. I'm just going to trick you. Step your foot back. Step 1 foot back, Desmond. 1 foot back. Good. Now push open the knees.
Ellie, stop.
Keep going.
Go.
Grab his head. Try to trick him again, April. Good. Then go over your guard and push his head. Step your foot back. Get your foot out of there, Desmond. You're almost out. Trick him again, April. Grab lower his knees. Put him back in your guard, April. Roll and roll. Go. Don't let her on top, Des. Go. Get. Oh, why are you giving your back, April? Push. Get on top. Get on top. Get on top. A break. Good job.
Good job, guys.
Bring it in. Come here. Come here. Good work, guys. Take breath. Nose. So even if so close to the game, keep it together. So even though some of you guys weren't able to get the guillotine, that's good because your defense is good. You know they only have one move they're trying to get, which is the guillotine. So that means when you guys are grappling for real, you get whatever move you want. They don't know that's coming. Yeah, but your defense is really good. Your backs were straight. You're fighting the hands, and I saw a lot of good transitions. A lot of break, mouthpieces out, game time.
The kids did well during the contact portion, so I want to reward them with the game now. Normally, if we would have more time, I would still make them do push-ups, squats, sit-ups, burpees, whatever, to make sure they stay in tip-top physical shape. But I think it's more important to reward them and end class on a high note with the game rather than making them sweat it out. Now this game that they're about to play, it's called Stop the Kumu. Teachers were referred to as Kumu, and we pretty much just have to get across the mat within 20 or 30 seconds, and they just have to hold us back.
You have to put them in debt.
Oh my says. That's why you get to choose the game. No! Here's the choices, Cam. Here's the choices. Tug of war.
Wait, you
Don't
see.
influence him unless you have money. Tug of war. One-on-one tag when the person has the stick and try to hit everyone. Monkey bars
So I did a little random pick, and I like to try and keep things fun. And then they always have to earn the game still. So whoever gets to be the people that get to play first, we'll say hold a push-up position, and then we'll choose a couple of students. We'll always let the kids play each one, unless they do something egregious, but that's rare. Um, so I'll pick the first 3, 4, it looks like, and then my assistant instructor, Othello, has to walk across the mat within a certain amount of time, and these kids have to stop him however they can.
You have 30 seconds. You gotta move backwards.
Both of you.
Hey, be careful. Hey, don't get caught with the knees. 10 seconds. Get hurt.
So obviously the kids didn't win that round. We never really let them win the game. We always try and win. But we always tell them first, if anyone gets hurt, if you're out of control, if you lose focus, if you're a little too wild and your elbow hits someone and they start crying, the game's over. So we like to keep things fun, but everyone has to stay under control. Now it's my turn. I like to keep it competitive, keep them interested, and here I go. I definitely won that round. I used Cameron as a shield. Everyone stayed safe, and I think it's very important for the instructors to engage in games with the students. It lets them relate to us better, and sometimes it's a double-edged sword. They're a little too comfortable with me sometimes as maybe a friend or a fun uncle, even though I'm their instructor. That sometimes they take advantage of that. But anytime I see them disrespecting the class or one of my instructors or each other, it's rare they disrespect me. Then we put them in their place. It's the last round. I'm telling all the kids, uh, my strategy is to use the wall. And I thought that was the best so they couldn't get behind me and I could just shuffle across. Um, Poor Noah's holding onto my leg for dear life, so I'm going to pick him up and I'm going to just walk across. So that's how we play Stop the Kumu. Looks like a fella made it as well. The kids did not stop us. Um, we give them little push-ups, since they didn't win. We said they had to do some push-ups, but it's all in good fun. It's all to keep them moving, keep them active, make the last part of class memorable, so that they'll have positive memories. And when it's time for them to get ready to go to the dojo again, they'll want to come. Now we're finishing up, we're lining up. Uh, I'll call out a student, I'll ask them what they learned. I'll remind them to not use their martial arts for evil. I'm telling the next class to get ready, get on the wall. That's the older kids class. And right now we normally um, give the kids stickers after class. The stickers are a way for me to track their attendance loosely. If they have enough stickers, we can uh, have them be eligible for testing if they've attended enough. Sometimes we have fun activities like parties or parents' night out, which they can earn stickers for. So we bow out, we touch knuckles, and then they get lined up for stickers. That's how I run a typical kids class. This was the younger kids. Hopefully, you could take something away from it, and we'll see you next time.